positive thinking and positive healing. That's really not so much about what you think, but you do have to make up your mind. I just want to read you a piece. This is one of the books that I recommend to all my clients and patients, Feelings Buried Alive Never Die by Carol Truman. And I want to read this part to you. The feelings which are in the mind heart is a hyphenated word, always win. The prayer of the heart is always answered. Did you ever wonder why positive affirmations work for some people and not for others? Sure you have. For those who do not experience results, it's because the feeling and the thinking are not together. And for those who do experience the results, it's usually because their feeling and thinking are together. When the feeling and thinking are not together, it will usually take a long time. But if a person continues saying affirmations long enough, it is possible for the feeling and thinking to come together and effect a change. It's called, once again, becoming single-minded. Another way to describe this phenomenon is that we become integrated, bringing together the thinking conscious left brain and the feeling subconscious right brain, so that the two sides of the brain are no longer separate, but have become a whole compatible unit. When we establish this unity, real power is created. So when you're saying an affirmation and there's a voice in the back of your head going, that's not true, no you don't, that's not it, you can't do that. All the negatives that come up from that single part of you that's trying to do the right thing, that wants this thing to become the reality that you're living, and it doesn't do that because there's something in the back that's saying no. So you can say, I want a big house, but I don't want to clean a big house. You could say, I want to travel, but oh, it's so much trouble to fly on airlines, and it's such a pain in the neck, and all the things, right? See this? Are you starting to understand this a little bit? So you're saying to yourself what you want, but then there's the voice that's telling you, no, you don't. So I want to talk about that a little bit today. That voice that's telling you, no, you're not, no, you don't, that's too much trouble, it's going to be such a pain in the neck, you won't want to do it. That part of you is trying to keep you safe. It's trying to keep you from change. Because change to that part of you is dangerous. It's going to kill it. It's going to kill you. This is how it works in your subconscious. Now, I started doing this work with MAP. MAP stands for Make Anything Possible, and it works on the subconscious, which it renames the superconscious, because the subconscious is running everything. It's running your body. It's doing things for you right now. You have no thought about what your liver's doing. You don't have to think about it. It just does it. But subconscious is running off of feelings. And if the feelings are saying, yeah, I'd really like full-blown health, but that's going to be a lot of work, so I probably don't need it. Right? See, this is what's happening. The heart, the part of you that is the feeling part, we call it the heart a lot of times, the heart is saying, no, I don't really want that. The thoughts are saying, yes, I really want that. But the heart is saying, no, I don't want that. So we have to be aware that we have these two parts of us so that we can bring them together. Now, why are they apart from each other? Why aren't they working together? Well, that happens because of trauma that happens in our life. And it doesn't have to be big trauma. It could be something really small, like you want something as a child and your parent tells you no. That could be a trauma for you. Or it could be that something's taken away from you that you really love. That's a trauma. Or it could be that it's something big, that, a parent dies or parents divorce. And these things all happen with us if we're small, and if we're little, if we're children, then we don't have any way of coping with it other than childlike coping strategies, like I'm not going to talk anymore, or I'll make myself smaller so they don't see me and abuse me. These are all things that happen to us before we can reason and before we can make choices. It's just what seems to be the easiest, most effective way for us as children. But you can't live like that as a grown-up. You can't just hide from people. That's not living. That's hiding. And it's not going to get you what you truly, your heart's desire is. So one of the things that we do is do a thing called magnetize. When we magnetize what it is that we want, we're putting the good feeling in front of what we want. So instead of saying, I'll be happy when this happens, whatever it is, we say, I'm happy, and then it will come. So how do you do that? Well, you have to kind of trick yourself into it in a way. You have to think of the feeling that you want at the end of the situation, or when you get it is what you want. What's that feeling going to be? What's it going to feel like? Last year, I was really thinking, God, I'd really love to go horseback riding again. It was so much fun, and it was so much a mind thing, because when I was little, I took horseback riding lessons. I kind of tricked my parents into it. I said, hey, I signed up for horseback riding lessons. They're like, oh, did you? And I said, yeah. It's like, oh, I guess we're going to have to pay for this and drive this around, which is really sweet. They did. And I learned how to ride really well as a child. Now, as an adult, I haven't ridden very much, but I still have the muscle memory for it. So I was thinking about this and how much fun it is and how it's great to be with large animals, and that changes your energy a lot. And a friend of mine said, oh, I've been going horseback riding at this place. Would you like to go with me? And of course I said, yes, this is awesome. So I went to with her to this woman's place, and she takes care of a couple of horses. And one of them is a Gypsy Vanner named Euphrates. Maybe you know who this is. And Euphrates is this beautiful big, she's not white, she's kind of a cream color. And she has a long mane, and she had long braids in her mane. And Gypsy Vanners are big draft horses. They're not little race horses, they're big. So it's like straddling a couch when you sit on her. It's really amazing. And they're very calm, they're very relaxed animals. They're not flighty and fussy at all. And she was just wonderful. And so there I was, riding again after all these years. And yeah, we were just walking through a field that they had trails cut into. It was really beautiful. And it was such a wonderful feeling to know that, like, yeah, this is the feeling of freedom that I wanted to have. This is the feeling of relating with a large animal that I wanted to have. And Carrie, whose horses she's taking care of, Carrie was the one that let us ride, gave me this card for my birthday of me riding Euphrates. Yeah, she did a drawing of me. It was really sweet. Here's the other camera. Sweet. So this is the happy birthday card that she gave me. And it was just such a lovely experience. The feeling that I wanted was that feeling of freedom, that feeling of being able to move on a large animal like this, on a horse, is a real feeling of power. And it's not my power, it's me and the horse's power together. Because anybody that's been around horses knows that you have to be in their energy, right? They're big animals. And if you're in their energy, then you have to, like, humble yourself and not try to make them do things, but ask them to do things and wait for them to do things. So it's a really beautiful experience to be around those animals and have that interaction of energy between you and the horse. Now, we didn't go galloping around, and we didn't do tricks or jumps or anything. We just walked, and that was that feeling of being up high, walking through this field was great. And it gives you energy that's different than any other kind of energy. So what I'm saying is I kept thinking about this energy that I wanted, and then it was created for me, and how the feeling of what I wanted to have happen, the feeling of being with that animal, the feeling of humbling myself to somebody that's larger than me and more powerful. That feeling is what I wanted, and there it showed up. So what I'm asking you today is, what do you want? What's the feeling that you want? What's that feeling that you think you'll have at the end of getting what you want? What is that feeling? Is it freedom? Is it joy? Is it happiness? Is it love? Let's do that feeling right now. So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and take a deep breath. And imagine that you're breathing all the way up into the center of the universe, wherever that is, way up in the middle of the sky or in the middle of the universe. Breathe up into that energy. And as you exhale, let that energy come back down into your body through all the levels and layers, down through all the chakras, down through the middle of your body, all those chakra energy centers, the 7 major chakras, the 15 chakras. And let it come all the way down into your feet and down into the core of the earth. Now you're connected with heaven and earth. Now, I want you to think about the feeling that you want to have. Maybe you want to be healed. Maybe you want to be free in your body because your body's restricted with injury or illness. Think about this feeling and then take another deep breath. Name the feeling if you can, and maybe it's several different feelings. And now in your mind's eye, keep breathing. In your mind's eye, see yourself with these feelings. Breathing it in, letting it come into every cell, molecule, and atom. Letting it seep into the core of your being and spread outward in all directions into your body. Power, freedom, happiness, peace, calm, relaxation, elation, joy. What are the feelings that you would like to have? And you can put them in the comments too if you like. What are the feelings you'd like to have? Allow yourself to feel that. Just imagine what it would feel like. And allow yourself to feel it. Go ahead and feel that feeling. A time, maybe you don't even know what that feeling looks like, but you're feeling something that you know you want to feel. You want to feel it in your feeler. Is it joy? Maybe it's joy. Maybe it's love, peace, happiness, freedom. Freedom's a big one. A lot of people, when I ask them, when they're making an appointment, I say, well, how would it feel to have this block removed? And they say free. How would it feel to be free? Have your body be free. Free of anything hanging onto it, any illness. How would it feel to have your mind be free, not have to think so hard or figure things out? What would that freedom feel like to you? People say to me all the time, well, I'm going to figure this out. And I'm like, you know what's easier is to open your mind and let Source give you the answer, not trying to figure it out all the time. That's very energy intensive. So how can you feel this freedom right now? What does it feel like to you? Maybe an image comes to your mind of freedom, of flying through the air, dreams of flying, right? Maybe freedom to you is being able to speak to as many people as you can. Freedom to speak your mind, to speak your truth, to bring your message, the message that you have. It's your purpose. Just dwell on this for a moment. Freedom, joy, peace, relaxation, calm, passion. What does it feel like when you feel passion? Not just romantic passion, but passion for something that you love. What does that feel like when your passion is given some energy? Notice how all of those little niggling kind of thoughts of how this isn't going to work kind of disappear while you're thinking about this. That's what I want you to do. Do it 16 seconds at a time. Go into your happy place, wherever that is. Mine happens to be a lagoon on an island with a big tent on the beach. Go into this idea, this thought, your passion, where you feel it. Feel it in your body. Where do you feel it in your body? Do you feel it in your shoulders? Do you feel it in your heart? Do you feel it in your abdomen? Do you feel it in your head? Is it all around you? Where do you feel this beautiful feeling? So instead of I'll be happy when and I'll be free when, you have the freedom now, you have the feeling now. For 16 seconds, just hold on to it for that long. I'm looking at the clock. Just hold on to it a little bit longer. A little bit longer. Just keep holding on to it. What does that feel like? So relaxing. So free. Good. That was 16 seconds. Really simple. You don't have to work hard at this. Just let all those negative things go. And then when you come back, you can say, thank you. I hear you. I receive your message. That's good. Just let it go. Those parts of you are not something that you need to cancel out or you need to negate them. You just need to tell them, I hear you. I got this. It's not important for you to cancel it or do different things. It's okay for you to just say, I hear you. I'm not going in that direction, but I hear you. These are parts of you that need to have that reassurance. Just like a little child does. It's okay. Nothing bad's going to happen. I just want to let you know that things are going to change and it's okay. That's all you're saying. Things are going to change and it's okay. I hope that this helps you because what we're doing when we're doing this healing work, the energy work that I do with people all over the world, what we're doing is we're helping people come into present time. And when you're in present time, there is no upset. Everything's fine. And that's where the healing takes place, in present time. Can we heal the past there? Yes, we can. But we have to be in present time to do that. We can't be thinking, oh, in the future, I'm going to feel like this. In the future, we have to do it right now. Right now. The present is a gift. So let's treat it like that. Let's treat it as a gift. It's being given to us over and over and over again. Every moment is new. And you can have beginner's mind. Beginner's mind is very fertile. So plant the seeds of, this is what I want to feel. I want to feel this feeling, that I know what I'm talking about, that I have experience with this, that my message is you have the power to heal, and that you're getting it, that you're hearing it, that it's coming in. That's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. I hope that that helps you. You come back to this video on Facebook for a month, because then they get rid of them. But on YouTube, you can come back to this over and over again. I'm excited to help you with this, because every time we have a breakthrough with this, it just changes us. And it changes us for the better. And that's what I'd like. I don't talk much about what's going on in the world today because I don't want you to focus on that. What I'd rather have you focus on is what you want, not what you don't want, what you want. And do actions to move you toward that. First action that you can do is think of the feeling and embody the feeling that you want to have. And then go out into the world and do the actions that are in alignment with that feeling. So that's why I don't march against things. I march for things. I'm going to protest something. I'm not going to protest against something necessarily. I'm going to march for something. Does that make sense? So I'm not going to march against war. I'm going to march for peace. Make sense? Put your mind where you want it to be, and then everything else will follow. Your feelings need to be where you want them to be. Let's draw a couple cards and see what shows up today. So, one of my favorite decks of cards is Loving Words from Jesus. This is a great Doreen Virtue deck. And I'm just gonna, let's see, I'm just gonna draw this. And the reason why I love this deck is because Jesus taught us all these things. And, you know, I'm a feminist, and it's okay with me that Jesus said these things, because there are lots of women around him, and his mother was a woman, so, you know, this is not a political statement, but it will be if people take it that way. It's okay. Okay. Random. This is the card here. This is the card. I'll read it to you. I am the good shepherd, and the good shepherd giveth his life for his sheep. The good shepherd giveth his life for his sheep. That means if one's lost, he'll go back and find that one and get it to safety. And that's what God will do for us. He'll find us. He'll help us get back to safety. This is a really cool deck that a friend of mine gave me. It's a cacao deck. So it's for sacred cacao rituals. But it's a really beautiful deck. This is what it looks like. And I was just reading about chocolate yesterday because I love chocolate, and how it's got a chemical in it that helps you, phenylalanine I think it is, that helps you feel, helps the uptake of serotonin. And it's really great. I love chocolate because I love that serotonin. It goes really fast though, so you gotta kind of stick your mind on what you want to feel. This is the card that pops up. Peace. Peace. And it says, I breathe to find my center and my peace. And you know, I always teach 4-count breathing, so peace. Peace. Breathe. Breathe and feel peace. Breathe in peace. Exhale peace. Breathe in peace. Exhale peace. Perfect. Let's do one more. And this deck is a labyrinth deck. Labyrinth wisdom cards. I'm sorry, you're getting the reflection of my ring light there. And it's by Tony Christie. Awesome. So this is labyrinth. Labyrinths are really great for doing prayer meditation, because you're walking into the center and back out, and into the center and back out, and you do that several times as you walk through the labyrinth. So always going towards center and then coming back out again. That's our walk, isn't it, really? We go to the center and we come back out again. Ah, this one was turned face up, so we'll use this one. Death and rebirth. I'll show you in this camera. Death and rebirth. Leave what is dead for you. Give life to what is new. And up here, leave what is dead to you. And give life to what is new. I love that. Death and rebirth. Feel that in your body right now. Feel that death and rebirth. Isn't that something? Cells are dying off right now. New cells are being born. If you're older like me, you need more new cells. We need more new cells. Make more new cells. Hurry. Hurry and make those cells. I need them right away. All right. Do you have any questions, any concerns, any comments? Please put them in the comments. Now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Path to Joyful Purpose. The Path to Joyful Purpose is a program that I have that's a 7-month long program. We cover a chakra each month of that 7 months. And during those months, we have individual one on one calls, we have group calls. And one of the things that's really cool about this is that I'm bringing to you all the work that is available for me to share with you. So we might look at photographs of your younger self. We might do guided meditations. We do all of these things, but it's just when we do it. I'm not sure because it depends on the person. It depends on who's there. The Path of Joyful Purpose is for people who are ready to leave the past in the past, but actually be in the present and heal the past and heal themselves. We always say it's never too late for a happy childhood. And it's not. It's never too late for a happy childhood. You can have a happy childhood right now. But we need to be able to leave the past in the past and clear up what's there for you. So as we go through the chakras each month, we'll have root chakra the first month, and we'll talk about and heal foundational aspects of your life. Where you were in your family, what your family was like, what your ancestors were like, what did you bring with you from all of that. That's just an example of what we do. And a lot of different techniques, but those aren't important. What's important is that you are available to do that work and that it's ready for you and you're ready for it. This work isn't for everyone. It's for people who are serious about taking off that old skin and being fresh and being new with themselves and being beginner's mind with themselves. So 7 months, a chakra each month, and we work on that until it's cleared up and we know that we can do things. So I teach you tools that you can use yourself, tools that you will become habits for you and allow your movement in your spiritual growth to happen. Because we have a lot of technology in the world right now, but what we need is spiritual growth so that we know how to use that technology wisely. And that's what we don't have. So I want to make sure that you understand that this is one-on-one. It's you and me and God. That's it. And then when we have a group, we put the group together and we do that too, because it's really powerful to share with others who are going through similar. So if you're going through a transition in your life and you're starting something new and you're not sure how to shed the old, or you want to start something new and you don't know what it is, you're in this in-between space, this is what it's for that. And you'll grow as a result of it. Now, on the 10th of March, that's a Tuesday, and it'll happen the second Tuesday of every month, we do a listening space where I lead you through a guided meditation and then we listen to what the heart is telling us. What is your heart space showing you? What is it trying to get you to understand? But being in a safe space and being supported in that safe space is really what it's all about. And so come together as a group for that. And it's very powerful. And we've had some really wonderful healing happen just in that group. And that's free. That's going to happen on the 10th of March, Tuesday, next Tuesday, not this Tuesday, next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central. 6 p.m. Central. So put that in your time zone. Central Iowa time, 6 p.m. And you can bring anybody that you want. I'm going to put the registration link below so you'll have that. And just allow yourself to take some time next Tuesday to listen to what's going on in your heart and what you really want to birth, what you really want to get out there. And it's just a really beautiful time. There's no big agenda. It's just a space for us to listen. I'll set up the safe space for us and then we'll see what happens. So I hope you join me for that. Let's close with a prayer. So take a nice deep breath in. Imagine that you're breathing up into love, light, source energy, up into the center of the universe, wherever that is. And as you exhale, let that energy come back down through all layers, all levels, down through all the chakras, down through your feet, down into the core of the earth. As I say these words in the I am for everyone listening. God is all there is. Love is all there is. Light, life, and source energy is all there is. And I recognize right here and right now that I am one with God, love, light, life, and source energy. I'm never, ever separated from this energy. If I feel separated, I know it's a false feeling. And all I have to do is breathe in. Inspiration inviting spirit in, and exhale gratitude. Thank you. I'm so grateful to be able to spend this time with you. I'm so grateful to be able to spend this time with myself and allow myself to really feel the feelings that I want to have and not delay it because something hasn't happened yet, but bring it into being and magnetize it so that it's totally attracted to me and there's nothing that can stop it from happening, not even me. And as I do this practice of magnetizing, I can feel things changing and shifting in my energy. And I allow that to happen. I'm grateful for that to happen. I can direct my power any way I want. And I want to direct it to the things that I really want. It's not the things I don't want. It's the things I do want. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful to my guides, my guardian angels, my spirit helpers, those who've passed on before me that are cheering me on from behind that thin veil. I'm grateful to those on the physical plane who are supporting me, and even those friction relationships, because I'm learning so much about myself and the world and others. I'm grateful for them too. I know that I'm safe and protected, and that I have this protection at all times. And I'm so grateful. I authorize my subconscious, my superconscious, to dissolve any constrictions or contractions keeping me from my highest good. I say that it's so, and I let it go, knowing that it's already done. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And so it is. And so it is the literal translation of Amen. So for those of you who think I'm not saying Amen right, I'm translating it into English so you can say it too. And so it is. This is the way it is. And when I put my hands together like this in prayer position, I'm putting all of the things that are opposite in me together. So clap for yourself. Putting it together. Much love, many blessings. I'll see you here on the 15th, because we do this the 1st and the 15th. And then come on the 10th to the listening space. There's invitations all over the place. And I'll put it below this video too. And allow yourself to have some time to just come and listen to your heart. Much love, many blessings. Take good care of yourself. See you next time. I'm Dr. Tanya English, also known as the Soul Chiropractor. And I hope to help you clear up things that are keeping you from your highest good.